Hello everyone! Welcome back to week 14, novel and vocab, but for our phrases. So let's get started. What are we doing here today in this video? We will be looking at difficult phrases from our novel for cultural fluency. By becoming familiarized with different slang and colloquialisms, which means the different phrases, students, you will be able to relate to the novel and incorporate and use these phrases to convey and show your ideas more precisely. And you'll be able to understand the book better. Today, we'll be looking at chapters 4 through 6. So, let's get started. If we go to page 27, everyone, in the middle, here. This is when Alex was in kindergarten and his teacher asked him to bring in a picture of what he's going to be when he grew up. And it says, 1, 2, 3, third paragraph down. Most of the boys in my class brought in pictures of baseball or football players. A few others brought in pictures of policemen. I, quote, brought in a picture of the Lucky Charms guy. I cut it off the front of the cereal box. Lucky Charms guy, what is that? This is a box of Lucky Charms. This is a special type of cereal that they sell in America. They have these little marshmallow pieces that are all dehydrated, so yummy, and these other pieces there. And that is a picture of a leprechaun, as you already know from our vocabulary video. So here, the Lucky Charms guy refers to the mascot of this popular Lucky Charms cereal. Lucky Charms is a breakfast cereal known for its leprechaun mascot who brings in good luck. In this context, the character cut the image off the box of cereal to show that he is going to be small and short when he grows up. So the teacher's like, oh, why did you bring this in? And then he says, it's because I'm going to be short. Because that's what I'm going to be, I explained. That's what you told us to do, right? You said to bring in a picture of what we are going to be when we grow up. So he believes that he will be still short and small when he grows up, just like a leprechaun. Kind of funny. Let's go to page 31. The second paragraph, or I'll start from the very top of page 31. You there? Yep, I am. I'm absolutely, positively sure. Large. That's the size I order. I order a large. Alex Frankovich orders a large. The coach rolled his eyes and shook his head. I'm pretty sure I heard him mutter the word bean brain, too. But I really didn't care what he thought. The important thing was that finally, after all these years, I hadn't had to shout out the word small. So, bean brain. What does this phrase mean? It's a humorous and somewhat playful kind of insult, so not a nice phrase, to suggest that someone is not very intelligent. The origin of this phrase is not really known, but it is likely rooted to the idea of comparing someone's brain to something small and insignificant and simple like a bean. So if you can see here, that's where the whole brain should be, but there's just a little bean-sized brain. Beans are small and commonly known for their simplicity. So it's kind of just saying, oh, bean brain, he's so dumb. Not a nice word. So the coach is thinking that obviously Alex is not a large and he's calling him a bean brain. Or the coach didn't even say it. Here, Alex thinks he heard him mutter the word bean brain. So it's just trying to be funny here. Ha ha ha. Page 34. Let's look at this very top. But there was nothing I could do except go back. Reluctantly, I handed him my shirt and pants and pointed at the tag. See, coach? See? It's a large, just like you ordered for me, I said. The coach just shook his head. Alex, I ordered you a small. A large would eat you up and spit you out. What does this mean, eat you up and spit you out? It's a metaphorical expression that conveys the idea that something is so powerful or so overwhelming that it would completely overpower or defeat the person. The origin lies in vivid imagery, and in this case, the coach is advising that the character, Alex, that the large-size baseball jersey would be too big for him and that it would swallow him up. Kind of like this picture here. As you can see, this uniform is way too big for this boy. It's eating him up and spitting him out. It's saying that it's so big that it'll defeat and conquer you and basically like eat you up, devour, and spit you out. It's too big. So when can I use this? If I go on and try on a shirt and then I see a big t-shirt and I wear it and then my friend would be like, Kara, that's too big. That'll eat you up and spit you out. Page 39 in chapter 5. And I'll read from the top. By this time, a bunch of kids had started to gather. Okay, fine. Tell me your deal, TJ. But make it snappy. It's almost time for Brian to massage my pitching arm. Make it snappy. Make it snappy is an idiom or phrase that originated from the idea of snapping one's fingers to prompt someone to hurry up. It's a way of asking someone to be quick and not waste time. It's an idiomatic expression that means someone to do something very quickly without delay. So here, Alex is telling TJ, all right, tell me your deal, make it fast, make it snappy. So it's not a very nice thing to say to someone, but if you were to kid or joke around with your friend and like, hey, Kimberly, go get me a snack, make it snappy. Like, hurry up and go get me a snack. It's not a very nice and polite thing to say. It comes off a bit rude because snapping someone's fingers at someone is not very nice. Make it snappy. Hurry up. Here, tag along. This is page 42. I mixed up the numbers up there. It says 24, but it's page 42. And in the middle, it's when Alex needs to go out for the whole pitching contest with TJ, but he doesn't want to go because he's kind of scared. And so he says this here. Maybe I can tag along. It's a teacher's meeting, Alex, and you can't tag along. No students allowed. Now move it. Please, I don't want to be late. Tag along here means to go with someone. So if you want to tag along, it's like, can I come with you? So say that your mom is going to the grocery store and say, Mom, can I tag along? Tag meaning become attached. Can I come with you? Or say that your brother or older sister goes somewhere to play. And then you're like, Mom, can I tag along with older brother or older sister? Can I go with them? Tag along. Try using this phrase because this one you can probably use a lot. Page 44. Let's go. Second paragraph. Hey, Frankovich, shouted TJ when he saw me coming. For a minute there, we didn't think you were going to show. What took you so long? Were your pants on fire? I think this was his way of calling me a liar again. The only thing smoking is my pitching arm, I shot back. So here, were your pants on fire? So this is a phrase that everyone says, liar, liar, pants on fire. It's just a little phrase that people would say a long time ago. It's to accuse someone of lying or telling untruths. The phrase's humor comes from the exaggerated suggestion that someone lies and their pants would catch on fire as a consequence of all of the bad lies that they're telling. So, what's funny here? basically TJ, yes, is calling him a liar. But the thing is that he's saying the only smoking thing is my pitching arm. So not are his pants on fire, but his arm is smoking, which means that he's going to do super well. It's smoking hot. It's great. It's exceptionally great and in the top form. It's a witty and funny comeback as it contrasts TJ saying, "What took you so long? Were your pants on fire?" So they're both talking about this clever imagery of fire, pants being on fire, but TJ says, no, his arm is smoking because he's ready to pitch. Page 46. I'll start from the second paragraph. TJ grabbed me by the shirt. He held me while he threw the dime in the air and let it fall to the ground. Call it, he ordered. I looked at the dime and started to whistle. Here, dime. Here, boy, I called. TJ didn't smile. So here, first of all, a dime is a coin in American money. It is 10 cents, which is about 100 Korean won. So a little coin. And what they're doing is trying to call heads or tails to see who pitches first. And here TJ is saying call it, meaning say heads or tails. But here TJ is like, here dime, here boy, come here, calling it. It's funny because TJ is saying make the decision, call heads or tails of the coin. So instead he actually calls it like, come here boy. But really he's just supposed to call heads or tails when he is flipping the coin like this. So it's kind of funny that Alex is able to think of all these like little witty and funny instances that he can say throughout the book when the other character is trying to be very serious. Let's go to page 50. Where's my book? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth paragraph, but I will start on the third paragraph on page 50. But unfortunately, this time nothing happened at all. When I got to the mound, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. There was no weaseling out of it now. I took a deep breath and turned around. To weasel out. What does this mean, weaseling out? To weasel out is also an idiomatic expression that means to try to avoid something and try to escape from a difficult situation. So trying to weasel out like a weasel, like a fox, trying to be sly about it. But it comes from the idea that weasels, these animals, are small and cunning or sly animals, known for their ability to escape from tight spots and tricky situations. So if you were to see like a weasel like in like the dirt, they were always able to get through some type of small hole. In the context of this passage, Alex is facing a situation where he cannot avoid because he doesn't want to pitch, but he has to pitch now. They acknowledge that there's no way of getting out of it, and they're like, okay, I need to just do this. So he tries to take a deep breath and start the pitching. We all know how that happens later. Let's go to page 55. 5. Let's go to 1, 2, 3. Third indent in. It says, anyway, it was clear by now. The contest was over. I couldn't have pitched again if I wanted to. My arm hung limp at my side like it had croaked or something. I checked to see if it was bleeding, but no such luck. It croaked. In this context of the passage, croaked is a colloquial and humorous way to say something has died or stopped working. It's often used informally to describe an object or a body part that has temporarily or permanently non-functional. It cannot work. So here it's hung limp. His arm hung limp. It hurt so much. This term croaked is probably derived from when animals die and they make a croaking sound. It's often used playfully to describe situations where something is not working very well, but really no death. In this case, the character, Alex, is humorously describing his arm feeling very weak and lifeless as it had stopped working. It croaked. Croaked. So here, those are some of the phrases that we have learned. If we go to the very beginning again. Lucky Charms guy is a little leprechaun on our cereal. Very small and short. Bean brain would mean to call someone not so smart. Eat you up and spit you out, meaning that something is so big or so overwhelmingly huge that it will just devour and defeat you. Make it snappy means very, very quick. Make it snappy. Or if, say that you needed to go to the bathroom and a teacher was like, make it snappy, it's not break time. Hurry, hurry. Tag along means to go with someone somewhere. So if I can tag along with you to the bathroom, then we will go to the bathroom together. Pants on fire, meaning liar, liar, pants on fire. And smoke in here means a little funny comeback that Alex had said, that his pants are not on fire, that he's not a liar, and that his arm is smoking because he's ready to pitch. Call it was supposed to mean call it, meaning heads or tails, but instead, Alex was like, here time. Weasel out, meaning to try to get out of a situation like a weasel. There's no weaseling out. You have to do your homework. And croaked, it hurts so much or that it's dead and it cannot do its function. Croaked. So I hope you enjoyed these phrases from chapters 4 through 6. This video was a bit shorter than the others. But make sure what you have to do now is reread chapters 4 through 6 and understand where these phrases came from so that you can have a better idea of what's going on in the novel. And make sure you do your novel homework. And I will see you guys for week 15 video. Thank you for joining me as always. I hope to see you guys next time, okay? Bye!